In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do interval construction in musictheory.net. Specifically, once again, we're going to be dealing with our friends the half step, or the minor second, versus the whole step, the major second. Those are the two intervals that you'll be asked to construct here. Once again, I've got my keyboard page out of my theory packet. It's page 3.2. I've got that handy, so I've got a reference, and I can look at it. And I've also got my keyboard half steps and whole steps written out, as I did at the end of the previous video. Once again, it's important for us to remember that with all the white keys on the piano, the two that are not separated by a black key are B and C. Those two are a half step apart. And then E and F, also not separated by a black key and therefore just a half step apart. And that's going to be important for us when we have to construct intervals using those two notes. Now, on my screen, you can see that I'm being asked to construct a major second. Now, these intervals they're asking you to construct are always going to be above the note. So, I will use my cursor, or I can use the arrow keys on my computer, and it'll create a note above. Now, I'm always going to be creating a second, so I just need to go up one step above the note. So it's just sitting right there next to it on the line or space directly above it. But the question is, in order to make this a major second, do I need to add a flat, a natural, or a sharp to that note? Well, let's take a look. Major second is a whole step, so I need one white key in between. I'm starting from B flat, and I'm going to step up two half steps, B flat, B, C. Okay, that's my whole step. That's my major second from B flat to C. So, in this case, I don't need to add anything else to it. I can just submit the answer like that, because B flat to C natural is a whole step. Now here's another one. We're going to make a major second from, again, a B flat, but this time we're up above the treble clef staff. But it's the same principle. Major second is a whole step, B flat, B natural to C. Now, I've moved up. I'm going to put a natural on it this time. We'll submit the answer. It counted me incorrect that time because I did not need to use the natural. You only need to apply a natural if you're canceling out. So you're really not going to need to use that natural key at all. Now, we're going to make a minor second, and we're going above A sharp. Minor second is the same as a half step. Here's A sharp, and we're going to go up one half step. Next note above that would be a B. Now it has to be some kind of a B, otherwise it's not a second. So I can't just go A double sharp, and that's not an option here. But A sharp to B, that's already a half step. My work is done. Let's try it with G sharp now. We're going for a major second this time. Okay, found my G sharp key. Let's go up one pitch. But now here's the problem. If I just leave it like this, G sharp to A, that's not going to work. That's only a half step, and it's asking me for a major second, which is a whole step. G sharp, let's make that an A sharp. G sharp to A sharp. And now I could also, now you might ask, why can't I go G sharp to A flat? Well, that's not a second anymore. Now it's a third, because we're going 1, 2, 3. Because it's written G to B, the distance between those two notes is a third, even though it's an ugly third, and one that would still sound the same. It would still sound like a second. It has to be written as an A, and therefore it has to be A sharp. Now let's do a minor second above this note. We're going from A up a minor second. Again, you could ask, well, why can't it be A sharp? Well, that's not a second at all. A to A sharp is a unison, or a first. So it has to be some kind of a B. And in order for it to be just a half step, it has to be an A to a B flat. One note. Pretty straightforward.